then perhaps I am no longer in this world. Or perhaps I am not alone.
My name is Naira. I live in Mumbai and run a horror podcast named Scary Pumpkin.
I have narrated dozens of stories, recorded hundreds of spooky sounds. But after what happened to me,
I realized that some stories are not meant to be heard. They are meant to be lived.
It all started with an email. A short message that read, "Come to Sonarpur village in Bengal. Here lies the story of Shakchunni, a spirit in a red-bordered sari who steals the lives of married women."
usually I ignore such emails. But that day, for some unknown reason, my hands automatically booked the tickets.
As soon as I reached Sonarpur, the village school teacher, Indrani Didi, came to pick me up.
There was a strange exhaustion and fear in her eyes, as if she knew a lot but didn't want to speak.
On the way, she told me about the Shakchunni. She is no ordinary ghost, but the shadow of an unfulfilled marriage. Her real name was Kalyani, a beautiful newlywed bride whose husband, drunk and greedy, used to beat her. One night, in a fit of rage, he pushed her into the Patola pond. She screamed for help, but no one listened. Her body was never found. Days later, a woman saw a bride by the pond, dressed in a red-bordered sari, wearing shakapola bangles, and with eyes so empty that anyone would tremble.
From that day on, she was called Shakchunni. It is said she enters married women to live again.
Indrani Didi strictly forbade me from going near the pond alone, especially if I was married.
I laughed and said, "I am single." It was a lie. 2 years ago, I had a court marriage.
A year later, I got divorced.
At 11 o'clock at night, driven by curiosity, I silently reached the Patola pond. The water was still.
Suddenly, I saw a red-bordered cloth floating in the water and heard a sari rustling behind me.
I didn't turn back. My heart was pounding loudly. When I returned to my room and opened my bag,
My hands trembled. Inside were shakapola bangles, the very bangles I hadn't even touched.
Indrani Didi saw them and simply said, "Shakchunni has now accepted you as her Suhagan Gaffer." That night, I had a nightmare. I saw myself in a red-bordered sari, drowning in the pond.
A voice echoed, "You lie too? You also say you are single?" I woke up screaming.
The next day, Indrani took me to Haradhan Pandit. He tied a red thread around my wrist. He said, "If anyone calls you by name at night, do not answer." The second night, I stayed inside.
At 1 a.m., a voice came from the window. It sounded like Indrani, then changed.
Naira!
It was Shakchunni. She said, "You lied. I need your place." Just then, Indrani Didi pulled me back.
In the morning, she told me the truth. Her husband had also tried to push her into the pond.
That same night, his body was found in the water. Shakchunni is the rage of silently killed women.
In the evening, the Pandit announced a ritual to trap Kalyani's soul forever using a medium.
I was that medium. At midnight, lamps burned around the pond. I was forced to wear the bangles.
As the Pandit chanted, I heard whispers of countless women telling their stories of pain and silence.
Suddenly, a voice not mine spoke through me. "Do you want to imprison us again?"
The real devil is you, who brings a woman here every year for sacrifice.
The Pandit raised a pot in anger, but I grabbed his hand. His wrist began to burn instantly. Invisible hands emerged from the pond and dragged him into the water. He screamed, then silence.
In the morning, news spread that the Pandit slipped and drowned. Everything seemed to return to normal.
At the station, I made my final recording.
Shakchunni is the voice of every suppressed woman.
She won't speak from the water, but through the mic.
I thought I turned off the recorder.
But on the train, when I played it back, there was another voice, a whisper with mine.
Shakchunni.
If this recording is reaching you, then perhaps I am no longer in this world.